Hi everyone, Ange McCabe here from Intuitive Performance, Workplace Training, Coaching, and Facilitation. Thanks for joining us again for another episode of Elevate Business Challenge. Here with us today is Jessica Seward, owner and therapist of Seward's Therapeutic Recreational Services. And she was nominated by Mackenzie Costrin of Find Your Voice Music Therapy. We also have Marie Helen Ryder, my project partner for the Elevate Business Challenge, co-owner of Nearby Planet VR.
Good morning.
Hi.
How you doing, Jess?
Good. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. So, Jessica, why don't you tell us a little bit about your business?
Yeah, so I am a certified therapeutic recreation specialist, CTRS for short. I work with individuals with ASD or who are on the spectrum with trauma or anyone who benefits from behavioral support. So I'm non-diagnosis focused. I help them participate in the community and recreation opportunities within the community. And then the overall goals are to improve the functional skills and overall quality of life. So I am person-centered in my approach, and I do a systematic process as I am a therapist. And you can often see me doing, I do adaptive swimming lessons, I do skiing, I do walking, exercising, yoga, anything that the participant finds meaningful in their life or that I feel like will be an appropriate intervention for them. Yeah. And then I also do consulting. So that's with businesses or organizations. So that's usually regarding access and inclusion, policies, principles, and then I do hands-on training and modules for staff as well, because I'm really passionate about that hands-on approach.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sounds like you have quite the business.
Yeah. I'm moving.
And just wondering, how long have you been doing it for?
I've officially been registered for a little over a year now, but I have been doing this type of work unofficially and I guess officially within different organizations, just not under my official business name for about 3 years now, give or take a little bit. And I'm still learning, so I'm definitely not where I want to be yet, but I'm still going.
Good for you. And where could we find you on social media, Jessica?
So I am on Facebook. That would be like my primary account that I would follow, my professional account, Seward's Therapeutic Recreation Services. You can also find me on Instagram as well at ctrs.jess. That tends to be more of like a personal mix kind of account. So I would say the first would be to find me on Facebook, and then my email is there. So you can email me and I will go through those and get back to you there.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Perfect.
And ever since COVID-19, so what have you been doing to pivot with your business?
Ooh, it has been a little bit slow pivoting, just because my services are mainly based around myself as the service and the support.
Right.
So I did struggle with that at the beginning. I am now doing respite work. I do respite style recreation therapy. I am only doing it with one family. I have really bad asthma, so I was kind of worried because I'm immunocompromised, and I didn't want to put any of my clients at risk as well, where I do work with a vulnerable population. But within the last couple of weeks here, I've been looking into doing telehealth, as a lot of recreational therapists over in the States are starting to do telehealth consults and sessions. So that's kind of what I'm pivoting into right now, and trying to figure out how like the videos work and what will work for the clients that I currently have, and then how to support individuals in the community that might need more support now than they did when their regular schedules were on the go.
That sounds fabulous.
Yeah.
And so, like, what are you thinking for your timeline of pivoting, and what has been your biggest learning so far around it?
Timeline for pivoting is that I don't think that I want to go back to what I was doing before this all happened. I was as service providers, one-to-one, I find that we tend to burn ourselves out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get back to a point where I'm not burning myself out and I'm able to give more of myself to the clients that I do have without being as tired as I was.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a really good learning lesson to move forward and go a little slower with more intention, and to kind of think more before I just say yes to everything, because I'm a yes man to a detriment.
Mhm. I feel that one.
Yeah, just to slow down and just to kind of keep the new things that I'm going to implement within the next couple of weeks, and then keep going with them into hopefully when everything gets back to normal.
Right. So we're hearing, there's an importance to look at your current model and find efficiencies, kind of figure out what your weaknesses are in the sense of, in your situation, burnout.
Yeah.
And then being able to realign yourself with what's important. So that's some great insight. Thank you for that.
Yeah. You're welcome.
That's awesome. And as a community, a business in the community, we are asking anyone who's able to give anything to the community right now or in the future, or if there's projects that you've already been working on. Do you have anything on the go?
I ask for the community. It's not necessarily service-based. It's more attitudes, I guess, and beliefs and approaches.
Mm-hmm.
So the individuals that I work with, they face barriers every day to participation and to their daily life routines. So right now I'm finding a lot of individuals were in like an emergency state. So we're seeing people that are, their coping methods are not what they usually are. So we're seeing a lot of mental health conditions, kind of increasing, and feelings of hopelessness. So I kind of would like for people to keep that in mind when everything goes back to normal, that you feel like you're in an emergency state right now and you're facing barriers to participation in your regular life, your recreation, your leisure, your things that make you happy. You're not necessarily able to do them right now like you would be able to, but I would like for people to keep in mind that that's a daily thing for some people, and that's where recreation therapy comes into play.
Right.
Is recognizing that not everybody is in the same state and able to get over those barriers and have a meaningful life and recreation opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
So just to kind of be aware of that. And, when you're around and you see people out, like, if I'm out walking with one of my little friends and they're running all over the place and not necessarily paying attention to the social distancing, they're trying. I've seen a lot of people out that I kind of feel like they're in the same boat as me. They're providing respite care. So just to kind of be kind and just be aware.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And as business owners, it's also really important to be able to give back from a place of where we're at. So we're asking all participants in the Elevate Business Challenge what they have to offer to our community.
Yeah. So as I just said, I'm looking into doing the telehealth, and I've been kind of talking to some other therapists over in the States that are already on it and going for it. So I am offering free telehealth consulting and sessions for any individuals that feel like they may benefit from it, or if anybody even just wants to reach out and is looking for a support and they don't know what supports are offered throughout the community in
Right.
terms of inclusion and access, or even just like mental health right now, or just they need an hour for their child to have something that involves something other than them. I do try to keep in connection with people in the community that are doing like online programs, like music therapy sessions, like game sessions, trivia nights. So if anybody is looking just to like have a liaison kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
I'm open to that as well.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, that's really amazing. That's
Yeah,
awesome. And just wondering, do you have a business you would like to nominate today?
I would nominate Blush Interiors, and it's a home decor business. And she does online consultations. So you can do a video, you can do on the phone. She is based in New Brunswick and Fredericton, but she does often come up to Halifax once this is all over. She has some wonderful projects under her belt. So if you're looking at updating or you just need some advice on how to rearrange your room, I've called her for it and she helps me, and it's great.
That's
That sounds
fantastic. Yeah, we're looking forward to connecting with her through you via email offline. Great. Well, thank you so much for your time, Jessica, today. We really appreciate everything that you have to offer to the community, and we wish you well now and in the future. And we want to just say thank you so much to our audience for following us. Make sure if you haven't liked our Elevate Business Challenge Facebook group page, please do so you can see some more great things and interviews that we have coming down the pike, as well as following us on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube would be helpful. Thank you so much. Be well.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.